Hey everyone, John Runner 88 here with another vintage collection review. This time it is the Scarif Stormtrooper. Um, it is a repack from the Black Series, right over here. The Scarif Stormtrooper Squad Leader, and in the vintage collection it was just named the Scarif Stormtrooper. I got these all recently, and this one in the middle I actually customized today in like 10 minutes. I just threw some blue on him, and I think he came out really good. Do a little more touch up on him, maybe put like a seal over it just to make it not chip away and stuff like that. But for just a few minutes, came out great. But yes, I got these figures very recently. There's really no difference between the repack and the original. Same paint apps and everything. The only difference was their guns. The vintage one, you can't really tell with the lighting, but the vintage one just has a little bit more of the like silver detailing on it, and the like dirtiness on the Black Series one is a little more pronounced. But it's all like the same areas where it was applied. Um, and I know in like the 5 POA lines that they came out with around that time, um, they had a few that were like colored as like the captains and like the this is I think this is the captain. I think another one is like a squad leader. So like he's kind of like referred to as the squad leader in that, which is I'm pretty sure incorrect because these are just like the regular troopers, if I'm not mistaken. But they're great figures. They don't have anything restricting their like hip and thigh swivel and everything like that. They don't go back too much in the knee. This is like the most it'll go really, which is a shame. But I'm sure you could just like dig in there a little bit with something and make some more clearance room. I think it's really just the thigh piece that comes down a little bit too far, but everything else is good. Shoulders and everything. I mean, elbow joints, wrist articulation. You get the torso. That's always like make it or break it with vintage with me is I love the torso crunch and like the ball joint torso. Just makes posing like that much better. Just getting somebody to lean back or tilt forward a little bit more always makes for some nice, more realistic poses. And the head gets a little bit of movement, but it's a little restricted with like the back and everything. Now it comes down a lot. Stops it from going up too much. But those are the issues with wearing a helmet in battle like this. You wouldn't be able to move your head around and see too much anyway. It's intimidating, but not very practical. Yeah, just a lazy repack for Hasbro, but awesome looking figure, so nobody really complained about it. However, this was the first one I got in. I don't know if he was a vintage or a Black Series originally. He was out of package already. He was loose. So he's got a few like scuffs on him already when I got him. But I mean, I added like a little black paint in there to bring out those little notches, which the original just doesn't have. Just little details like that. I'm gonna go in and get some more. There's a few other details that are supposed to be kind of like blackened. In the back of the helmet, there's like the vents. I haven't really done that yet. But yeah, just a few minutes, and I painted him up. Came out pretty good. But it just goes to show you, like, Hasbro could do this in any upcoming wave, and people would love it. Like, he looks so good. They'd fly off the shelves. That's not the gun he came with. He didn't come with the gun. That was the one thing he was missing, which is the only accessory he comes with, but he was missing it, so I just threw this one on. I forget where it's from, but it was in my bag of guns. And it looks like something these guys would be whipping around, so why not? But yeah, Hasbro. Just paint up some of your troopers. Re-release them with some paint. You got like this one, you got the one that's got like kind of the line, like the shorter blue deco on him. And then that one's got like, I think a little like a waist cape that comes down a little longer, whatever. I forget what those are called. But yeah, that'd be an easy one to do. And if they do it, soft goods, please, Hasbro. Don't need a thick, chunky cape to restrict the leg movement like you like doing with tons of your figures. Yeah, they're great. They look awesome. And yeah, not too much else to say about these guys. If you can find them, I know Ollie's were getting their vintage, the Ollie's Bargain Outlet, they were getting vintage figures in. I know some people I follow on Instagram found some of these guys. I mean, Ollie's is pretty much all sold out. I mean, if one happens to get a case of something here and there, they're only $3.99. I would have bought like a million of them if they had them. But I didn't luck out at my local Ollie's. Yeah, if you can find them on cheap, I got these guys pretty much at retail or a little below maybe off eBay. And I'm pretty excited about it. Been wanting them for a while, just never found them in retail. And the only ones I've found in person were, like comic shops or something, but they always hike the prices up because they know they're hard to come by. So I found them at around retail price on eBay, and I was like, hey, I'll pick them up. Still need a tank driver, looking out for that, but until then, these guys look pretty good as tank drivers too. I've thrown one in. They look pretty good popping out. Kind of like this guy popping out right here. Those two guys, it's Imperial business. These two guys have it under control. But also, if anybody's wondering, like, oh, where's the vintage scale Baby Yoda? It's right here. You can't convince me that this is Black Series scale. Look how big he is. How much smaller do you want him to be? Or vintage, yeah, you can't convince me this is Black Series scale. He's so small. I guarantee that when the Razor Crest comes out with the vintage Baby Yoda, it can't be smaller than that. Like, how could it be? This guy looks perfectly fine in this scale. Next to them. Is he maybe a tiny bit bigger than he is in the show? Okay, that's fine. He's 50 years old. He can grow a little bit. But again, Imperial business. Pay no attention. Go about your day. But yeah, if you can find these guys, pick them up. They're great. I love them. Yeah, thank you for watching. Bye, guys.